Borderlands 3. All right, let's watch this ish. Oh. That's the wrong. How does this keep happening? Window capture. You're breaking my balls here. Although you guys missed that. We're going to be playing that game tomorrow. The devs of the stream came over and they were like, hey, you want a code? So I watched it and looked dope. So why not?
Thank you guys.
All right. I figured I'd be able to finish that dungeon run.
Borderlands from the very beginning when we first created the shooter
But I couldn't.
genre. And there are many folks, lots of great talent that's joined with us
I'm
along
curious
the
about
way.
this.
And all of us here
You guys like the
have been working
captions?
together with our peers back at Gearbox Frisco HQ and Gearbox Studio
Devs of the stream,
Quebec,
devs
and
of the
we
game.
are thrilled to be here to finally share our work. If you've ever enjoyed a Borderlands game, or if you're looking forward to Borderlands 3,
I am looking
if you'll
forward to
indulge me
Borderlands 3.
One more time, show this team, show this talent what you think.
T-Ball, thank you for the tier 2.
Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to say goodbye to the team for now. They're going to be joining us again in a bit because each of you are going to have an opportunity
No, it just
later
started.
to go hands-on with Borderlands 3. And this team, we're all going to be with you, helping you out. So thank you, guys.
Hey, Jeremy, Daquan, can you guys hang behind and play the game?
Jeremy and Daquan are going to be they're going to be playing right here. I'm not sure if you guys have been to an event like this before, but all of this is made possible because of our publishing partner, 2K Games, and they've had support from our hardware technology partner, AMD.
We missed the very
powered
beginning
by
of it, but
Ryzen and Radeon.
like
And
the whole
we
point
have
of the bounty and
incredibly
what I want to see anyway
badass AMD hardware
is the
that are
gameplay.
powered by Ryzen and
They're going to be
Radeon,
doing
and
gameplay.
Paul and I wanted to put that AMD hardware to the test with a PowerPoint. So, can we start the presentation?
Yeah.
It's going to be coming out
we
for
prepared a
Epic
presentation on what the next
way earlier than
Borderlands
any other
game will be.
platform.
You're looking at an engine rendered.
It's not gonna leave
beginning of Borderlands 3.
exclusivity until
Look at
like
the
I think
environment.
April 2020.
Pandora, the art, the style. The goal was to try to create an image that was fresh but also familiar. We wanted to look forward and taking full advantage of today's technology in a way that respects that one-of-a-kind art direction known throughout the video game world as the Borderlands art style.
Okay, let's be honest, this isn't an actual screenshot from the game. What you're looking at is the game.
Okay, all right.
Now, we've skipped past the logos and a lot of the introductions because we felt that the most honest way to bring the game to you today was to start from the very
Doesn't
beginning.
bother me either, Blue.
So with that, let's play some Borderlands 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4PTP steward bot, but you can just call me General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders. What's your name?
Amara.
Thanks. I'll pre-order your tombstone just in case. Now, those jerks who tried to murder you are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who follow their creepy leaders with blind devotion. Which reminds me, if you're going to obey my every beck and call, you'll need an Echo device. Try it out. I rinsed it off myself.
Give me my quests. I need some quests.
The Echo 3. Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2 and twice as expensive. Besides, the Echo 2 had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault propaganda center. Time to show those culty weirdos
Claptrap
that
sounds
no
the same
one
to me.
messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me, recruit, to glory!
It's been a little while.
Lilith's ordered us to take over the recruitment center of the Children of the Vault. In the introduction that we skipped, you would learn that the Children of the Vault is a new cult that's emerged on Pandora. Siren, Lilith, and the Crimson Raiders are recruiting new Vault Hunters. That's you, that's us. And we are to investigate the Children of the Vault cult and discover who their mysterious leaders are.
Might be
Before we
recording.
wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register your Echo at this quick change. Once we defeat the cult, I'll be famous. And when I'm signing autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers.
right. Okay.
All right, now as you can see here, we're playing as Amara, and she's a powerful Siren warrior. And like Claptrap mentioned, we're in the quick change, where it's up to you how you want your character to look. So you can change Amara and change her emotes, obviously.
Yeah, she is. She's buff.
All right, let's keep playing for now, guys.
Don't yell at the guy. You wanted him to do the chicken dance.
Boring. Don't worry, corporations have our best interests at heart. Except Dawn.
Her audio is a little.
The propaganda center is this way. A locked gate? No! This can't be happening! The entire mission is ruined! Think, Claptrap, think! You're brave and powerful, and people always do what you tell them to! That's it! Recruit, get that gate open! That's an order from your superior officer!
So obviously, you're getting a glimpse here on how we use the beginning of the game to make sure players are up to speed on how first-person video games work. We can validate that players understand how to navigate the environment and interact with it.
You did it! Best recruit ever! But don't get cocky.
Surprised they
even
threw
be
us in
able
on
to
the
know that
tutorial,
players
you know?
learned how to crouch
And not like
and how to
into the
slide.
shit.
You gotta make sure you can jump. And if you miss, that you can mantle up and climb the higher ledges.
The propaganda center is up ahead. Those cultists have been killing Crimson Raiders left and right.
Well, you could
They
do it in the
totally
old
suck
game, so
scatballs. But
that's
I've
why
got
they're
a
cheering.
foolproof plan to kick their culty asses.
So as with most games, we're using the beginning to make sure that we teach the fundamentals. We're also setting the tone of the game, right? Just like our unique art style, we want people to feel right away what we believe helps to make Borderlands special, a style of writing that's both irreverent and genuine.
I hit a weapons cache nearby.
You're not gonna see me be like, you can slide! Oh! But, no, it's nice. I'm glad that you can. I'd be upset if you couldn't.
Still time. Gotta walk over here and gotta go over here super duper quiet. Tiptoeing over here. Gonna spin around like so. So quiet. So super duper duper quiet. Oh, that was a bit too loud. So sad.
Hasn't aged the best, I'd
Once
say.
we complete our mission,
But
Lilith has
still
to
fun.
be a super general. Stand back!
Oh, shit.
So we're throwing stealth out the window?
Relax. On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it. These guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function. I can dance and sing. And some guns now include an alternate shooting mode. Try it out. Follow me, recruit.
All right, so as Claptrap just mentioned, in order to stay competitive, some of our gun
I don't, but I'm
manufacturers
sure it's
added
very
alternate
offensive, Dan.
firing modes. And if we look here, we can see that we have a Vladoff pistol. And if we just fire regularly, we just fire bullets. But if we switch our alternate firing modes, we fire off micro missiles.
That's pretty sweet.
Now later in the game, you'll find guns that can switch between ice bullets and fire bullets, or you might find guns that have a chain gun on top, but when you switch firing modes, it'll shoot out grenades. It gets pretty crazy, and then players who maximize alt firing modes will have like twice the guns available than they had to start with.
Is that where they
I'll talk my way in.
pulled out the
Keep
1
up
billion
and
guns
you'll
marker?
surprise slaughter them in cold blood. Watch and learn, recruit. Hello? Anyone there?
This is Shem, holy influencer of the children of the vault. What do you want, crampot?
Hello, bloodthirsty maniac. It is I, Claptrap, Slayer of the Destroyer, and Super General of the Crimson Raiders. We have you completely surrounded. Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful. those children of the vault, but they're still bandits, and bandits are incredibly stupid.
Okay, we're going to surrender. Please don't kill us, Grandpa.
That's what I thought. Open the doors.
I'm waiting for this thing to like bonk him in the fucking head.
Easy, easy. I'm coming out. Just wait right there.
We did it! I did it! Another victory for the Crimson Raiders! Hey, I feel funny. What's happening to me?
Shouldn't your gun go flying out of your hand?
Ow! Crossword.
See the degrading cover?
There you go.
Oh.
That's kind of sick. Yeah, now cover starts to break,
For mature, right?
which is pretty sweet.
Put these bullets into the bad guys! That's a direct order!
Very worth the sweat.
Accept your power.
Bombed his ass. I don't even know what he just said, to be honest with you. I just heard the guy go,
I know Claptrap can be a little claptrap, but he's still one of us. We're gonna have to save him. I'll be there soon.
So let's see if we can find some loot. I saw over near that door. I saw a red chest. It looks like a trunk of a car. What do we got here? What else is there? Oh, that's interesting.
All right, so we can see that this weapon has high accuracy, higher handling. Let's look at the other one. All right, and this weapon has higher damage and a higher reload
all damage
time.
all the time.
So
Higher
it's
damage
either
forever.
finesse or brute force in this case.
So what do you guys think? Should we shoot from the hip or should we go with that badass scope? Oh my-
I bet you just take
I think you
both.
guys said scope, but I heard
Both.
You know what? Take both of them. We'll
Thank
try
you.
the scope and then we'll switch. Oh, that's pretty badass. These are like level 1 guns too.
The devs are trying their best, all right. Ooh. Yo, my man's about to die. Oh, I don't know what just healed him. But he went from like 2 health to like 60 something. Yeah, being able to punch the barrel is pretty sick. I like that. Ooh. Oh, he picked it up off of a bandit. Alright, that was pretty sick.
Oil's flammable.
Recruit, there's no way your supple and delicate body can survive a showdown with Shiv unprotected.
I still feel like you should lose, like the gun should just go flying out of your
Okay,
hand, but
we need
whatever.
a shield. This is an area mission, so if we look around, we should be able to find some somewhere. Not in the skag pile.
Daquan, you on this? All right.
That looks promising.
Well, I'm sure the crosshair will change per gun,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 77. 105, that's better. Take that one.
You got it. Now you're invincible. Not really, but it just might keep Shiv from killing you in one hit. Now let's get you in there, recruit. Hey, Shiv! All your dumb friends are dead. I challenge you to a trial by combat. But because I'm stuck to this magnet, my loyal champion shall vanquish you in my stead.
Come on in, heretic. I haven't met my sacrifice quota for the day.
So I know you guys are getting ahead of me. You can know what's coming next. This is our first mini boss fight. Daquan, you ready? We're flying without a net here, no god mode, so let's do it.
It's a little screwdriver. Hey, this is other end. Ooh. Oh, that was kind of sick.
Nice.
I'm sure they gave the fight to this guy plenty of times for him to, like, figure it out. This guy kind of got his ass kicked, though. Ooh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Oh, do it. Neat.
Oh! Oh, my God. Oh, that was awesome.
Well, I figured the...
Crimson Raiders. You and Claptrap
Do you think they're
secure
just
the area.
pretending that the guy's playing?
This game's dynamic, so it's like different every time they play it. That was like the best kill ever. I'm glad you guys got to see that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, God, that reticle.
Recruit, are you dead? If not, get me down! The controls are on the second floor!
Now you'll notice that Daquan picked up the shotgun that Shiv dropped. We think it's really important that your moment of victory should have a subsequent reward to it right at that moment. So of course you can pick up gear right away.
I don't know if he had to, like, say that, you know? Like,
All right, dude.
all right, I
John
get
has
it,
the
but
same
I feel like
affliction
you
I
say
have.
that
We
to,
have
like, a
open
board
every single
meeting.
freaking chest.
You know, you say that
this is a
and
demo.
get
We can
input,
just-
not to, like, an audience.
It's so tempting, those green lights. Oh, Claptrap's nagging at us already. So, it's not a Borderlands game, of course, unless Claptrap jumps between being needy and bossy and just pathetic. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I still kind of love Claptrap, so let's help him out.
You give him a sack!
Oh.
In Borderlands 3,
What do you
you
mean,
can
where it drops,
revive
like, pearlescence and
NPCs,
stuff like that?
and NPCs can revive you. Let's help out Claptrap.
Focus.
Wow! I did it! I single-handedly took on the COV and sent them packing. Now all that's left is to signal Lilith that the mission is complete.
Jesus. Why didn't she just show up and do it?
What's up?
So, canonically, is Roland dead or no?
Lilith, I can safely
Wasn't it, like,
report
hinted that he
Operation
wasn't?
Trojan contract was a complete success. I did it all by myself.
I'll bet. Well, the cult's destroyed every other Crimson Raider stronghold, so this'll have to do for now.
No, he's
What's
very
your name,
dead.
killer?
Okay.
I am Amara. Nice tattoo, Siren Sister. You must be the voice in my head.
Yeah, about that. Not the weirdest thing you're gonna see on Pandora. But seriously, thanks for answering my call. We might not have the numbers, but with a badass like you, we've got a fighting chance. Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.
Hey, do you hear Bloodthirsty screaming?
More COV. Let's see what you got, recruit.
Oh, I want to see the shotgun in action. Oh god, the range on it's not very good. You gotta get like right up on someone. Actually, the pistol seems to be doing more damage anyway. Oh, get right up on someone. There you go. Yeah, that shotgun's not doing much. I wonder if it's random what drops you get out of that. Oh, you just killed her. Lilith is dead now.
She's pretty rad.
Nice fighting, killer.
So, we're gonna skip ahead for a minute, but I want you to consider what we've learned so far. You're a new
That
vault
shotgun's
hunter,
kinda
and
bad.
You've just joined Lilith and the Crimson Raiders. Our enemies on Pandora are a fanatical cult called the Children of the Vault. And from here, you and Lilith will fight side by side to capture their recruitment center, where Lilith believes that she can recover a key that will lead her to find vaults on other worlds. The hunt will eventually lead us here to the Holy Broadcast Center, where a fearsome, powerful bandit boss named Mouthpiece broadcasts propaganda
That gun
to
looks
the
pretty
Children of
sweet.
the Vault all over Pandora. We're here to invade the Holy Recruitment Center, face Mouthpiece, and liberate the key to the vaults.
Okay, so like Randy just mentioned, we've skipped ahead in this story, but if you'll notice, we've also skipped ahead in levels. So I want to take the time
Not
to
that
show
much farther.
you the
Level
skill
4 now.
trees in Borderlands 3.
Ooh. Have they said how many classes there'll be yet?
All right. So when you
That looks
first
sick.
get your skills in Borderlands 3, you don't just have one action skill available to you, you have all 3 action skills available to you at the moment you open it up. So then what you do is you equip one of your action skills. Do we want to take a look at the action skills? So this first one is Phase Grasp. Now, Phase Grasp will be reminiscent of Maya in that she'll be able to control the battlefield by lifting enemies up into the air.
I remember that.
The next one here is Phase Cast. With Phase Cast, she'll shoot out a spectral form of herself to kill enemies on the battlefield. And finally, we have Phase Slam. Now, Phase Slam is an area of effect that comes out around Amara and destroys enemies and knocks them back. So now as you progress, once you've picked your action skill and equipped it, you'll also open up augmentations that allow you to further customize that action skill. So there's a way to maximize the build of your character.
We've worked hard to make sure that each of our 4 characters is completely unique, but even within each character, there are hundreds of meaningful options. If 2 people want to team up and play the same character, they will very likely have completely different capabilities.
You ready to
Unless
go?
one is clearly the
do it.
best and there's a meta. But, you know, whatever. That gun seems pretty sweet. That was some shit out of Warframe. Ooh! Second wind went off.
That was very
I guess he
lucky.
was. Wait, does that mean he got downed and then just like killed him the moment he went down?
All right, you leveled up.
Oh my god.
Now, one thing to look out for is to look at the damage numbers that come up off the enemies here. So we'll use some of that information later, but just for now, like, look at some of these numbers like 56, 26.
All right.
26 is there. Ooh.
Oh,
Y'all gotta stop standing next to barrels. Ooh, the poor boy.
now that's a Hyperion shotgun. Hyperion shotguns have shields that come out.
You want to switch back to that shotgun?
Hey, brother. My Gibraltar shield. Bam!
So great.
It's pretty sick. Throwing some cover for my brothers. I hope there's something like that. In a game like this, it would be sweet. Oh, do you have a fire gun? Yeah, that is a fire gun.
It's a new elemental type.
Oh no, that
radiation.
was a radiation thing. Never mind. Oh, I guess if they're
Critical
irradiated and they
mass.
die, they explode.
If a radiated enemy dies, he'll explode and radiate the enemies around him.
I wonder if they can also explode though when they die. You could do like a chain reaction on it. Nah, not close enough.
Okay. That's mayhem. All right, I think you cleaned this area up. Let's see what kind of loot we can find. It's an outhouse, but it's got a green light.
Ooh. Got an epic.
Some good stuff. Okay, let's see here. So Amara's level 5. These weapons are level 5. I want you to notice that, by the way. Notice the 2 here. We've got a rare and an epic, both level 5. And the reason why I want you to remember that is because that was kind of a challenging fight. we're going to need some help for the next section. So we're going to bring in a co-op buddy. Borderlands 3, of course, is fully co-op playable, split screen.
Oh, that actually looks dope.
However you like to play. Amara just picked up the purple. Turn around and let's look and find our co-op buddy. This is Zane Flint, the operative. Say hi, Zane. All right, we're going to switch to Zane's view. Can we flip that now? Okay, this is Zane's view.
Look at that thing.
Here. Zane is level 25. So obviously Zane's been playing longer than Amara, who is level 5. And if we look at
so everyone
Zane's
gets their
loot,
own loot. And it scales with their level. That's nice.
he's got his own instance of loot. What's going on here? This is called loot instancing. It's a new optional feature in Borderlands 3, and it allows each cooperative player to have their own instance of loot. Instance loot is helpful for players that want to play cooperatively but don't want to compete for the loot that drops. There's nothing worse than when you're getting online with randoms and there's a loot ninja in the group, right? So instance loot solves that problem for players that want to use it.
The fact that it's optional is
complements
nice.
this
I mean, I'd
is,
imagine most people
level
will have it
balancing.
on for
Notice
just
how
like the sake
Zane's loot
of
is not only
convenience.
instanced, but it's actually balanced for his level. That means the loot, the enemies, everything automatically balances to the level of the player, so that
sick.
everyone has a good time. In my co-op group, some of us would get ahead of the others, right? And then when we come back together, we'd be out of whack. Well,
Yeah, you don't gotta fight your boys anymore.
Like,
Like, come on, man.
Everything balances out.
I do more damage with fire weapons. I need it.
That's okay. You can clap if you'd like. Now, there's still some of us who actually like competing for loot or bringing in overpowered characters to help, level up those lower level characters. And for those of you who are like that, we can assure you that there is still a mode for you in Borderlands 3. It's called Classic Mode.
That's right. Now that we've seen Zane the Operative, let's have a look at what he can do. Since Zane is level 25, we've already equipped a lot of action skills and our skill points here. You want to walk us through this, Paul?
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so the first skill we have is Digiclone. Now, Digiclone is really cool because it not only acts as a decoy, it will actually shoot guns as well. But probably my favorite feature is the fact that you can teleport to your Digiclone at any time and swap places.
Ooh.
This next ability is called the Sentinel. Now, the Sentinel is an autonomous drone that'll fly out to enemies and weaken those enemies, or even use your grenades if you have grenade mods equipped. And then we have the barrier skill. Now, Zane will throw out a barrier in front of it, and it'll block incoming bullets and things like that. But of course, one of the coolest features is that if your team or Zane are around this barrier, sometimes it'll confer benefits like healing, or even if you fire through it, it'll add elemental types to that. Now, probably my favorite feature of Zane is the fact that Zane can use 2 action skills at one time.
That's right. And if you think about it,
I like
if you
the
think about
pause
Zane,
where it's
right,
like,
he's got his
you bitches better
barrier,
clap.
which is kind of like the soldier class.
I wanna clap.
With that turret. He's got the Sentinel, which is almost like Mordecai's Bloodwing, but a little hyped up from that. Sure, yeah. He's got the Digiclone, which is kind of like our assassin skill from Borderlands 2. He's kind of like a soldier, a hunter, and an assassin all wrapped up in one. Yeah. All right, we've got Amara, we've got Zane. We know what they can do. Let's get into the Holy Broadcast Center and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
Oopsie, looks like we've got a technical issue, but don't worry. We'll post the welcome vid later along with some new Let's Plays. Signing off for now. Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.
Another perfect live stream from our infallible God Queen Tyreen. The Holy Broadcast Center opens once again to hear your sins and receive your skins.
Ugh. Ooh, I like the melee attack that he has. Oh, jeez.
Ouch.
I guess it's level scales as well.
Zane marking targets for the Sentinel. Also, check out his damage numbers, right? His enemies are level 27, but his damage is balanced to Amara's game, because he's in Amara's game right now.
So if you brought the lower level into this person's
For
game, would they
Amara,
just get
those
shit on?
enemies are level 5.
Or would they still scale for her? It's weird the way that he worded that.
All right, we clean this area up. Let's see if we can find some loot.
Okay, now, once again, being honest, you know, to show the breadth of guns that we have in the game, or just some of the breadth, we cheated a little bit and added some chests with some better weapons here.
That red chest isn't going to be in the game you play. We just added that for this purpose because it's okay. There's plenty of red chests. You guys will be fine. We'll feed you baby birds. It's cool. We wanted to show you some TDR guns, right? 'Cause you remember TDR, they're disposable. Instead of reloading them, you throw them away. And when you throw away a TDR gun in Borderlands 3, some crazy shit can happen. We've got, you know, guns with legs. Let's see some other options. What does this one do? All right, we've just picked up a few TDR weapons. Let's take them into the next fight.
So I hadn't played the pre-sequel. I'm assuming is when they introduced those, because it wasn't in Borderlands 2. So you throw those things and then they're just gone forever? Or is it like when on reload? Holy shit. Look at that little dude go. They were in Borderlands 2? I don't remember them.
Oh, it's adorable.
Do I have it on for a reason? Just why not?
Yeah, throw another one of those Merv guns out. Check this out. With homing rockets.
That's pretty sick. I think I'm starting to remember them in 2, but they didn't do much, right? They just exploded.
That was a little close to your ears.
Oh, goodbye.
I like the little dude running around.
You guys ready? Oh, you learned! We can dodge that.
Does it use up more ammo? Oh.
That's wicked.
They have like
I see some ammunition
traps
vending machines.
set
Hey, walk
around.
up to
That's
that
what
ammo
the
vending
noise was.
machine. I want to show you guys this. Now he's already full on ammo, but you just press that or press Y right there, and you can reload all your ammo. You don't even have to go in and buy things one at a time.
Oh, that's nice.
Of course, you can buy individual pieces if you want. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever you play a video game and you happen upon a room where there's ammo and vending machines to kind of make sure you're stocked up, it can be a pretty safe bet that you're about to run into a boss fight. Not only is Borderlands 3 a much, much larger game than any Borderlands game before it, but we've added more boss fights than ever before because we think boss fights are exciting opportunities for players to have their skill tested, but also to be rewarded with kick-ass loot. So let's go ahead and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
So I won't have to fight Cromarax like 7 million times. Because that's all I did in Borderlands 1. I just fought Cromarax like all the time. Ooh.
His shield's like an equalizer.
Ooh. Oh, okay, that's him teleporting to his other dude. That's kind of cool.
Zane used his clone teleport to dodge that area of effect that Mouthpiece just made. Oh shit.
I feel like they're specifically not shooting him much just to like show what he can do. Because they're kind of kicking his ass. I mean, this is only supposed to be what, like a level 4, level 5 boss? I feel like it's severely lacking music. I remember the bosses having like dope-ass music in the background. Oh, okay, you can hear it now. Sometimes it just goes out. He's level 28 boss? Well, it says level 28, but isn't he in the other person's game? Wouldn't the other person not be here yet? Oh, no, I know it scales, but I mean, like, the boss itself isn't going to be something crazy because it's supposed to be a level 5 boss.
Flying out? Check this out. One of the greatest feelings in Borderlands is when an enemy's using a gun against you, you kill that guy, and then you take that gun and use it against your next foes. I love that so much.
Yeah. Well, let's do what we came here for, and let's get the vault map.
Amara, you gonna pick that up?
Did you come all this way for that busted-ass map, or are you just here to see me? Didn't know you were such a super fan. Well, you missed the show. Oh, right. But you're all like, what's up with those husks? Well, it's a thing I do. Check out the screens.
Oh my.
So I offered the
His
Sun
arm is
Sons a
massive.
place in our family, but they just wanted guns and cash. They betrayed the family. Oh, then Troy said something great.
Gods don't negotiate.
Gods don't negotiate. I love it. Love it. Like I said, that map is super busted, so go ahead and take it. I'll swing by later to pick it up. You're my most loyal follower, Vault Thief. You just don't know it yet.
So you've just met Troy and Tyreen Calypso, the Calypso twins. We learned earlier that on Pandora there's a cult called the Children of the Vault, and every cult needs leaders. This cult is led by the Calypso twins. And they've sort of built a cult of personality around themselves, right? You guys know the type of streamers we're talking about, you know, the kind of streamers everybody hates. So these are like the douchiest kind of streamers of the impossible future that you can possibly imagine. As Tyreen demonstrated, she has the ability to leech power from
They
any
baited
living
me.
thing. And her aim is to use her cult to lead her to the vaults so that she can soak up the power of the vault monsters. Of course, we're vault hunters. We can't allow her to beat us to the prize. So with a vault map in hand, we're now in a race to find the vaults hidden.
Yo, just because
on
I say
other
like,
worlds
favorite, and
throughout the
subscribe, all
galaxy.
right? Doesn't make me a
In
douche.
other words, when we go to those other worlds, we're gonna
WeAreSneak.com.
need a ride,
Discount code Labrizzi.
So later in our venture on Pandora, we're gonna find a spaceship. I'd like to introduce Sanctuary 3.
Oh.
We don't talk about Sanctuary 2. Since Sanctuary 3 is our home base, it's a great stopping point between missions. On Sanctuary 3, we can meet our friends, trade our loot, and prepare ourselves for what comes next. You'll notice here there's a quick change station where we can modify our appearance, but there's a new vending machine here on the right. This is sort of a space lost and found. Have you guys ever lost loot in Borderlands? Like a purple or a legendary lands in someplace we can't reach?
Oh.
We collect all that lost loot, and we'll deliver it here for you. You'll never lose loot again.
That's actually sick, right? Because like if you don't have space in your inventory, you could just leave shit and then like
All right,
plop
so
it out
let's
there
talk
and then
about
sell
this.
it.
This is your player quarters. Now, because we're playing Amara right now, all of the decoration, everything is built around Amara. But you can see that you can place items that you find in the world, like this gun. All right, we got a Torg pistol here.
Pretty rad.
But again, you can modify your player quarters to how you want to play.
Since we picked up a pistol, we'll take it with us on a tour around Sanctuary. And why don't we stop first? Let's head over to Marcus. Just keep going. Ignore
Sandwich.
that golden chest. Marcus's place is right around the corner here.
It's a beautiful day, full of opportunity.
Now, in Borderlands 3, Marcus will be our vendor for upgrades to our storage deck unit, right? So we can get more storage to carry more loot and more ammunition.
You'll notice that it costs cash to upgrade your storage deck.
Marcus also has a shooting range back there, so if you want to get your skills up, practice with any interesting new guns you found, you can do that.
I mean, Iridium is still in the game 5. We
take a
saw it
look around
drop,
this
so
place.
you will need Iridium for something.
Isn't that cool? This map has changed more hands than any other content in Borderlands 3. We've had so many of our talented world builders want to get their hands on this and make it great.
Oh man, I gambled so much in
It's
Moxie's.
not a hub until you have a Moxie's bar, right?
Look at you, brightening up my day. The name's Moxie. What's yours, sugar? Thanks for the help, sugar. Come back.
Play the slots.
Yeah.
Play him.
All right.
I'm glad I was part of the crowd on that one.
Oh, that's not good.
Rod.
Bad luck.
Ooh. Jeez.
Well, thanks for encouraging that.
Let's keep going on the tour. Right. I love Sanctuary. I mean, it's just such a beautiful, I don't know, the level, I didn't work on this one that much. I just kind of helped guide some of it, but the guys that did the art for this, just, it's absolutely stunning. These are the jokes.
You're up late.
What about the doc? Is he still around?
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
Just a moment. Almost there.
I think I remember her. What the? The Tannis, right?
Amazingly comfortable, you know? Like a fleshy sleeping bag. Although I do feel a bit viscous.
So Tannis is back.
Why?
Let's go head up to the bridge.
All right.
Hey, Paul.
Yes, Randy.
What can we do on the bridge?
So for the first time ever, we can leave the Pandoran system.
Oh.
You can see Pandora in there in the distance.
What's up, killer? All right, let's get to it.
We're in orbit around Pandora right now. We'll check it out briefly before we take off. You can see its
No Man's Borderlands.
Meridian scar. But with a spaceship like Sanctuary 3, we can visit other worlds. Now, this is early in the game, so we haven't unlocked a lot of the other places that you will get to explore. But for now, we're going to do interstellar fast travel to Promethea.
Oh.
Arrived in one piece.
Holy shit, that actually looks sick. I will give credit when credit is due.
We're going to go down to Promethea in a moment and check it out. We'll have to make our way to the docking bay in order to do that. In Borderlands, you'll be able to go back and forth between Promethea and Pandora and all of the other worlds that you discover throughout the game.
Might even find a few familiar faces here.
What's up, badass?
She was the playable character
I love Maya's
from
look. She's fully Jedi'd out.
the second game, yeah?
We'll take a couple other stops on the way down to the hangar before we head to Promethea.
Yeah.
Continue our tour of Sanctuary 3.
I was gonna bring up Scooter. I think he's
Oh, yeah,
I
let's
think
go
he's
to
dead.
Hammerlocks.
I think he dies in the second game.
Now, here in Hammerlock's, one of the cool things is Hammerlock asks you to kill different creatures, and this is a trophy room for killing those
But
creatures.
the big girl's still around.
Oh, it's you! Apologies, it's dark and I've never actually cleaned this monocle.
Oh man, I forgot about him.
You can see right now all of the trophy mounts on the wall are empty, which means that we've got work to do, right?
A lot of work to do. Now here in the ship, you can see we have shortcuts built in.
The more
There you go.
time you spend on
Valley.
Promethea, the more familiar you'll get with it. We've kind of engineered some shortcuts and other ways to get around, so you can find what you need pretty quickly.
How's your day going?
Oh my god, she is a meat tank.
Hi there, sugar boots.
Ellie's sort of our ship mechanic, and she runs the cargo bay. Down here, we can check out vehicles we've collected.
I thought she was
We can also
taller,
get
but maybe the
access to
character you're
planets
playing is
when we're in
tall.
orbit. We've also got some
I remember her
stowaways we
being
can
taller
meet.
though.
What you want?
What you want? Oh, come on.
Come back, never.
I think his vending machine there said veteran on it.
I wanted to see the vending machine, damn it.
Look at me like that. I'm doing all the wheel work here.
I don't. And he locked us out.
I think he's building a girlfriend.
I can't believe that Claptrap's lonely. It's just hard to believe. So we're gonna head to the drop pod here. This will
Yo, it's very
help us
Pepe
get down
hands.
to Promethea. In fact,
Can't just say that.
why don't we just skip ahead a little bit? Rather than start at the beginning of Promethea, we can jump forward a bunch of levels, and I want to show you some pretty exciting action here. In the lore, Promethea is the headquarters of the Atlas Corporation.
All right, before he gets into
And
that,
you'll notice as we proceed that Atlas is actually under siege by
that looks dope.
Maliwan
Give me a
and their
second, chat.
private army.
Before
You
they
see,
jump
in
into that.
Borderlands, in this universe, when a corporation attempts a hostile takeover, they do it with full military-grade force.
Now, before we start, I want you to take a look at the gun we're using here. This is an Atlas pistol. Now,
There you go.
the
We
cool
good.
thing about an Atlas pistol is it has an alt-fire mode that fires out a tracking dart. And when you fire the tracking dart, it marks a target. And then every bullet that you fire subsequently will hit that target. It's like the Fifth Element gun.
Finally.
The Zor gun.
So let me introduce our demoists. We've got Chris. Chris is playing as Zane, and Zane's going to be our co-op buddy this time.
That sounds pretty sweet.
And Paul is playing as Amara, which is what's on screen for us to watch. You'll notice Amara and Zane are both at level 10. And we've actually set them up with microphones so that we can listen in on their chatter as they play. Paul, Chris, you guys ready?
I'm good.
Hey-o.
All right. So let's watch. This is the world's first Borderlands 3 co-op live stream. Take it away, Paul and Chris.
After you. All right, I'm going in.
I feel like there's just like a lot of missing
Enemies
noises
Over here, I'm gonna head on the right side and try and split them up.
that they probably haven't added yet or
See a couple
something.
behind cover. I'm going to just pop a tracker.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty sweet.
Switching to a grenade.
Nice shot.
Melting on shield, switching to fire. Good ground slam.
Yeah.
He's down one on the left still. Warp anchor's in.
Got a few more.
I'm just going to rain grenades on the
There's
crowd.
no noise in space. Oh, come on. They're chilling on a planet. All right.
All right, there's one.
I feel like you'd be able to hear stuff.
Missed my dart.
Ooh.
Hit him with a grenade.
Got
He's
him.
down.
Nice.
I love esports dialogue in my demo. I feel like when I'm playing with my friends, we're just talking about bullshit, you know? Like, no one's like, oh, shield's low, blah,
So
blah,
you've just
blah.
heard
Boo,
from
boo, boo.
Lorelei. She's an
It's more
all-new
like,
NPC.
yo,
We
did you see
skipped
that new
past
Game of
her
Thrones meme?
introduction Since we skipped ahead, and we skipped also a lot of her storyline, but trust that you'll be able to meet and spend a lot
Me
of
and
time with
Ven, it'd be
Lorelei
Ven being
and
loud
other
and me being like,
NPCs
I
as
can't
you
hear
explore
anything.
Promethea and the other worlds of Borderlands 3. You guys ready to finish the fight?
Let's go.
Do it.
It's not like, all right, Ubisoft footage is like,
I'm going around right.
can't
All right,
trust
gonna throw
Ubisoft
down the
footage
shield.
anymore, man.
Cool.
After like
Gonna swing into the
Watch
shield.
Dogs and
Taking out shield
like
for you.
Division,
Yeah.
where everything
Picking
looks
it up.
so polished.
Switching to corrosive for this.
And then, yeah.
Pull them all in. Nice.
And burn.
Ooh,
right,
yeah,
Got a big
cracked.
crowd on the left here.
Gonna switch to the shotgun.
Flash trooper, go for the pack.
Buddy? Flash Trooper, you okay, bud?
I got this guy.
Got
Jake
two more
Kiki, thank
over
you
here.
for 1 year, bud. Should probably
Last one.
shut that off during the...
He's done.
Nice.
Well, because it was right in the
Let's
smack
get
dab
Jack
middle.
back here.
See what you get.
All right, one I can't use, one I can. Got a Torg.
Got a bunch of let-off pistols.
That level 12's a little OP, but you guys can save it.
Oh, delayed fire mode.
That's neat.
Cool.
Ready to move on?
All right.
Telling me you shouldn't be able to hear any of that. Ooh, my frame rate. You okay, bud? His name was Zero. There you go.
I don't know. Wow. Thank you guys. Wow. I don't know if anybody got that math joke, divide by zero, but
They got it.
we're nerds, you know, what are you gonna do? Look, we can't wait for you guys to play this massive game for yourselves and to discover what other surprises and characters and loot and plot twists and everything there is to experience and explore in Borderlands 3.
So today, based on the time we have, we've just been able to show you just a tiny fraction of the game. And so, with
Jay
that,
Kinky, thank you, man,
I think what
for
we
1
wanna
year.
show is just a little bit more of the breadth that we have. So we prepared a trailer for you here.
That dude looks intimidating. I'm digging that they opened it up to different planets so we can get just more variety in how some of these places are going to look. Whoa, that looks sick. Ooh. Oh my god, that poor dude. Turned into an icicle, it exploded instantly. Whoa, look at that thing. Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys.
Okay. Well, that was sick.
Thank you. Wow. Oh, wow. Thank you guys.
He's sweating already.
Oh, man. Oh, thanks.
He seems so excited, yet so
I
uncomfortable.
don't think we've ever shown this much of a Gearbox game before, or just soon after announcing it, frankly. The fact is, we've never had this much time to finish and polish a Gearbox game before. So we're feeling really good about the position we're in and excited to bring Borderlands 3 to the world. As you can plainly see, we've made a commitment to what Borderlands is supposed to be. We've made a commitment to the story, the style, and the design that our fans have told us loud and clear that they cherish and want us to preserve in Borderlands 3. You know, it's an interesting time in games right now. There's all kinds of people making all kinds of money, doing all kinds of interesting stuff out there. We just love video games. We think video games are supposed to be fun, and we love Borderlands, so we wanted to make sure that we were true to what it is. And if you want to play offline,
Dude,
we've got
Tencent
you.
is like
If you
the
wanna play
Disney of video
online,
games.
Of course, all the co-op modes you expect are there. Yeah, we're going to do some kick-ass campaign DLC.
They
I'm
own
we're gonna do
so
all kinds of
much.
fun
They have so much
customizations like
stake.
heads and skins, but we're not doing any of that free-to-play junk. There's not going to be any microtransactions. There's not going to be any of that nonsense.
The fact that that's an applause point is sad,
And if you've
but
played a
I mean,
Borderlands game
that's
before,
good.
we expect you to feel right at home. But we've made sure to design Borderlands 3 in the story and in the gameplay and everything such that This is the perfect entry point for any gamer that's going to be experiencing Borderlands for the very first time when Borderlands 3 launches on September 13th. And what you've seen today so far, it's really just scratching the surface. Borderlands 3 is massive. It is by far the largest Borderlands game we've ever made. And we've just had an hour to touch a couple things near the beginning of the game. Working closely with our publishing partner 2K Games, you can expect to see more and more of Borderlands 3 through the summer up until the launch on September 13th. We're planning to share more and more of the game at upcoming shows, right? We're going to be at
September
E3.
13th.
We're going to go to Gamescom in Germany.
That's what I wanted to
Penny
hear.
Arcade Expo, of course. We're going to hit a few other things. We're even going to crash Guardian Con in Orlando. So that should be fun. And we're not even finished today. In this room with us, we've brought 200 AMD-powered machines where you guys are all going to have a chance to play Borderlands 3 yourselves. It's going to be an unguided experience. We're going to just drop you in Promethea, do whatever you want. Mainline quests, side quests, just free play, right? We're going to give you 90 minutes. And I know all of you guys are going to be streaming to all of your followers, so have fun. We want you to have a blast with it. If you're watching them on Twitch, if you're watching these guys play on Twitch, be sure to take advantage of the custom Borderlands 3 Twitch extension that we've created at Gearbox. You can link it to your Shift account so that you can start collecting Borderlands 3 loot today, and that's going to be waiting for you when the game launches on September 13th. Now, it's going to take Paul and the rest of the Gearbox guys a few minutes to get everybody set up.
That's pretty
on the
cool.
Stations over there.
But
Paul's going to get going on that.
I don't have that, so
I'm just so glad that we're here today and that we can do this.
Thanks for watching this with
me,
guys.
Thank you guys so much. By the way, while they're setting up, fortunately, we've got the folks from Kind of Funny here. They've seen Borderlands 3 for the first time here at this event. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we're going to kick it over to Greg.
It wouldn't be pay to win. It'd be watch to win.
Borderlands 3 for everybody watching at home. And thank you guys so much for coming here and being with us. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've all seen Borderlands 3. I'm Greg. That's Andrea. That's Fran. And Andrea,
well,
what did you think?
I am so excited.
I can't play it, so.
We start off with Claptrap, right? Like this iconic character. We were talking about it in the pre-show.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
I guess they're kind of.
We hear about all firing. We hear about manslaying. We hear about sliding.
I guess they're like borrowing some good ideas that Warframe had, you know. Like people who, like, want to work with streamers and you can get loot through watching streamers. They had that with Warframe. I mean, it's great for streamers, you know. It helps a lot, so that's kind of cool. I have no problems with that. It's just I'm not there, so I'll be playing some more now in a little bit. And if you watch more now, you are gifted entertaining content, and I can't get you any in-game skins. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wanted to play more Mordau today. But yeah, that was Borderlands 3. And I mean, I'm going to play it. I like the first two games. I actually never played the pre-sequel. More Mordau. Not Borderlands 3. I want to know, like, all the classes. Like, those two classes that we've seen so far, if I had to pick one of them, I'd pick the dude who could, like, teleport to his clones. This guy. That's pretty sick. But I want to see what the other classes are first before I make that decision. How does Mordau compare to Chivalry? It's pretty sweet. Chivalry in its prime was a lot of fun. Mordau, it feels like it's on that level. Like, of, like, enjoyment. Soldier Girl calls down a Titan. That, I think, is what we saw. Like, calling down a Titan, getting in, and then just, like, punching the shit out of someone. That looked really sweet. Oh, God, Vanilla, get out of here. Twitch.tv/LiberZA, LOL. All right. That is going to do it for the Borderlands portion of it. I wanted to watch the gameplay reveal, watch them talk about it. But that will be all for me on that. We're gonna switch over to Mordau now. And yeah, so but what was it? Borderlands, September 13th. Yeah. Let's see. It says, in particular, Borderlands 3 will be available on additional PC digital storefronts April 2020. So if you want Borderlands on PC before April 2020, it's going to be on the Epic Store. Hey, Scone, thanks for the host, man. I appreciate that. Not going to finish that Gungeon run? I should finish that Gungeon run, actually. I forgot that I had it chilling in the background. Let me finish this. Let me finish this Enter the Gungeon run really quick.